Hi everybody! Oh, that was a crazy wave. Daniel and I are in Melbourne. We are just about to start going to look at the bookshops. I've planned out my route where all the different shops that I want to go to. So I think there is 4 bookshops, 1 comic one, I'm pretty sure, 5 in total. I think something like that. There may be one more bookshop, but I think I decided no because that would be a lot of time and energy and money. So anyways, I'm excited. We're also staying in this really nice apartment. I think it's super cute, which you never really know what things are going to be like when you look at the pictures on the internet, but this is actually a really nice place, so I'm going to show you guys some bookshops. Hi everybody, back home now. I was gonna do like a hauly kind of thing in our hotel room, but we ran out of time. It was a really nice hotel. I've hopefully showed you guys some stuff. But I'm here to do my haul to round out this book shopping vlog. So the first place we ended up going to is Book Grocer, and we picked up this picture book for Miles, Puddle, by Richard Jackson and Chris Rashika. Daniel picked this one out. After that, we went to a place called All Star Comics, which was really cool. They were super helpful. There was only one title that I ended up getting, which is Saga Volume 6 by Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan. I'm really excited to get this one, so I'm gonna open it. Yo, ooh, so good. It was a really cool comic shop. Oh, I'm so excited. I was so excited to continue on with this one. They had all of the volumes of Saga up to the most recent ones, but they were $27.95 each, which for me is a bit expensive. I didn't want to just buy like a heap of books in one place because I had all these ones that I decided that I wanted to go to. So they were really helpful too, because I was actually also looking for the Avatar graphic novels as well, but they didn't, or Avatar comics, but they didn't have the library edition bind-ups that I like to get. But they were really helpful and knowledgeable. So they pointed us in the direction to another store that was not on my list, but we ended up going to, which is called Minotaur. And they did have the next volume that I'm up to. They also had all of them, but they were really expensive too. They were $67.95. This is all in AUD. And I know that I purchased these on purpose and that it's sort of my fault that I'm choosing the ones that are higher priced as opposed to the smaller ones. But I really love having all the directors, well, not directors, but the writers and creator commentary in them. So I get these ones. Now let's peel the plastic off this one. How cool. And then we've got a really nice statue there. I actually thought that was Kyoshi, but I don't think it is. I really wanted to catch up with the Avatar comics before the TV show comes out, even though I'm not sure exactly what is canon now, but it doesn't really bother me. I don't know whether I'm gonna put off the TV show while I read the rest of these, and it's not enjoyment level, it's cost-wise. They're really expensive, but I could if I prioritize it a bit with my spending money, so we'll see. Next then I went to Dymocks, which is probably the biggest chain store in Australia for books. I kind of liken it to I'm trying to think of one. God, I don't even know. But anyways, Dymocks is like the biggest chain store. Sadly, we don't have a Dymocks in my area. I found a lot of good things in Dymocks. I ended up finding Sailor Moon Volume 1, which I've been really wanting to start for ages, so I'm really excited. This one's by Naoko Takeuchi, and apparently this edition is like a better translation. I'm really excited to read this one, mainly for like the whole romance thing between Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask and then the real world implications. I also got the next 2 volumes of Snow White with the Red Hair by Sarata Akaduki. I was a bit on the fences to when I was going to be buying the next volumes of these because I feel like I enjoyed the first volume, but there was nothing sort of in the storyline that made me really want to reach out for the next one. Like, it was a comfort read, but I just didn't know when I was going to be in the mood for that. Then they were $15 at Dimmicks, so I got the next 2 and I started reading this on the plane. And again, like, fun, comfort. I'm enjoying it. There's a lot of volumes in this, so, and I decided to buy the 3rd one because I find so far as I've been experimenting with different mediums, with comics, it can generally, I'm thinking, take me up to the 3rd volume to give it a chance and then go from there. Interestingly though, I didn't buy any monstrous volumes, which I could have. And then the final thing that I got from Dimmicks is actually a novel, which is Guards by Terry Pratchett, which is one of the City Watch collection. This is apparently one of the best entry places to get into the Discworld world. Discworld world, it's funny. I know that, so I've heard about Terry Pratchett to begin with on Rosie Cockshop's channel, but then also lately Murphy Napier, who is like massive booktuber, she has started reading these for the first time and is really enjoying them. So that's kind of what stood out to me a little bit. I like trying to read things along with Murphy because I really enjoy the way that she sort of explains them. Like, I'm literally reading nothing alongside her. She's read Guards months ago and she reads so much more than I have. And it was funny because I was standing there in the bookshop and they had these gorgeous editions, which is also why I wanted to pick it up because I had no idea that these ones existed. And I'm looking at it and Murphy had said that everyone says generally start with Guards or another, I think like one of the witches, like sagas or series or something, instead of the first one, The Colour of Magic. And Murphy was just like, oh my god, if I started with The Colour of Magic, I still would have loved it. But then there was like staff recommendations for the Dimmicks people, and this person was like, this is great, but start with Guards. So I decided to do that. I don't know how well that is going to last or not for me because with Robin Hobb, right, so just to take a different angle, everybody says to start with her 2nd trilogy, The Lab-Ship Traders, because it's the best, and not to start with the Farseer trilogy because it's not. But for me, I did start with the Farseer trilogy because I got gifted that one, loved that one, and now I'm starting on the series that everybody says is the best, and it's not. I'm still reading it at this point. That's still my decision if you've been following me along because I've been back and forth on whether to DNF it or not for ages. I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy Guards, but I'm also mindful that if I don't enjoy it, I might go back and try The Colour of Magic and just see. Then we went out to dinner and then I had a lot of alcohol, or a bit of alcohol. It doesn't take a lot these days after being pregnant and breastfeeding for ages. I'm not breastfeeding now. So we ended up going to the last place, QDB Books, while I was a little bit tipsy. I wasn't drunk, but I was like having a nice buzz. So going to that bookshop felt like a fever dream, but it was really cool. Ended up picking up 2 things from there. The first one being Pokemon Adventures Volume 1. I'm not sure, and it's got story by Hideniro Kusaka and art by Mato. I don't know when I'm going to read this one, but it's also another one that I'm going to be reading with Daniel. I'm only not sure because we're in the middle of Sonic at the moment and I just don't know whether we're going to finish with that one or potentially because we've got this here, maybe read it before buying the next Sonic volume. I'm not really sure, but we're very excited to see where this takes us as well. And there's, I mean, this is a really long series, so we should probably finish Sonic with IDW first. And then the final thing that I ended up purchasing from QDB Books and in like this whole vlog is another novel, and that is Nevermore by Jessica Townsend, which is the first in the Trials of Morrigan Crow. I've been wanting to read this book for a really long time and I'm really excited. I'm excited about the fact that it's supposed to be close in funness and enjoyability as Harry Potter. A few people as wanting to get away from J.K. Rowling a bit have suggested this as a substitute if you're wanting to introduce that kind of thing to your children one day. I'll probably be still introducing Harry Potter to my children because I love it so much, but also have the conversation about separating like art from artists and also the bigger separation, like a bigger conversation about how we each as people are partaking in things that are not good to other people. So, you know, judge me if you want, but think about what you're doing as well before you judge me too harshly. But I also, it would be fun to have other things alongside as well. And I know another one is that I want to try too, but hasn't sort of been reaching out to me as much as Nevermore, which is Amari and the Night Brothers. So we'll see. Maybe I'll read that one for the first time with Miles, but this one I'm really excited about. So that is the end of my book shopping adventure in the city, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of fun. We played some Pokemon Go in between that as well, so that was super cool. And yeah, we just had a really fun time walking around the city and gone to different bookshops and things like that. So thanks everybody so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you reach the end of the video and you don't know what to comment, then comment a book emoji down below, and I'll chat to you guys next time. Bye!